Hi, my name's Helen Larkin. I'm a junior at New Paltz, and 3 years ago I would have never seen myself here, but some unexpected things happened, and this is where they led me. So, I found out my mom had 4th stage kidney cancer when I was 8 years old, and throughout my whole childhood it was up and down. Sometimes me and my mom would get along great, sometimes we wouldn't get along at all, but the main thing in our house was that we tried to keep it as normal as possible. There were a couple times that we would have scares, but in my mind, she was never gonna die. And then the day that she died, we found her in the bathroom with it kind of seemed like a seizure, but she was just shaking and she wasn't responding. I laid with her on the bathroom floor, and my brother called the ambulance, and then she went to the hospital, and they didn't get there in time, and that's what happened. So every year, me and my family goes to Lake George for a week, and we get a house. And one year, the whole family was all of us were just drinking. We were so loud. We were playing Kings, and all of us were screaming on the top of our lungs. The loud people across the lake probably could hear us. And my mom slept like a rock through the entire thing on the couch, and woke up 3 hours later after we had been screaming and yelling at everybody, and didn't even notice that we were drunk or loud or anything. Just got something out of the fridge and went right back to sleep right next to us. It was hysterical. When I was trying to decide what college I wanted to go to, New Paltz was actually one of the last colleges I wanted to go to, because I came to my brother's graduation here, and I'm crazy afraid of bugs, so I was no way, I'm not going to New Paltz. There's too many bugs in New Paltz, Mom. And she always was saying, it's a really good school, you should think about it, blah, blah, blah. But and then when I was applying to schools, I did the SUNY application, and my mom was please just put New Paltz on there. You don't have to go there, but there's no point. It's the same application. You're applying to Oneonta anyway. And I 100% planned on going to Oneonta. When I was deciding, I decided I wanted to go to Oneonta. One of my mom's good friends actually talked to me and said, I think you should consider going to community college, because you don't know how much longer your mom's going to be around. You might want to stay around for her. The idea didn't even cross my mind. There was no way I was going to community college. When she passed away, my brother didn't really grieve at all. I saw him cry once, but I knew he was struggling with it, and I wanted to be as close to home as possible, because my dad isn't that great of a dad. So I decided to go to New Paltz, and I just thought it was crazy that my mom made me apply here, and I wasn't planning on coming here, and then I ended up coming here because she died. I just feel like she knew or something weird. I don't know. Last year, actually, as a whole, I was not myself. I was an emotional roller coaster. It was just not a good time for me, And I ended up not attending any of my classes. I was just like a zombie, no trace of Helen anywhere. And I had to take a leave of absence from school, which is something that I would have never seen myself doing, and nobody in my family expected either. Now that I'm back this semester, I moved away from where I was living because it was crazy all the time, and I knew that I couldn't put myself in that environment. And from the experience, I don't regret it at all. And I'm sure she wasn't happy that I screwed up so much last semester, but I think it's something that needed to happen for me to grow into being a mature adult, because I definitely wasn't before that. Now, I love New Paltz. It's the best decision I've ever made, and I would have never changed my decision. Even if my mom hadn't have passed away, I would have hoped that I could come here, and it's just one of my favorite places in the world.